everyone, welcome to Tech District. Before we get started, push that subscribe button and notifications button below so you don't miss more videos. In today's video, we're going to go over the top 7 rarest cars in the world. Make sure you watch to the very end to see one of the newest cars out there. Maybach Exelero. This car is one of a kind, literally. Only one of these cars are made in the entire world. This car was commissioned by Volta in Germany. The whole design behind this car was designed around the tires. Volta wanted to make a tire that can withstand fast and heavy cars. So to test this out, they decided they would make a heavy and fast car. They completed this car in 2005, and the owner is a private car collector who paid $8 million for it. The unique thing about this car is that it's a concept car that has features and speed of supercars. It can reach over 350 kilometers and do 0 to 100 in 4.4 seconds. This car is a very heavy car. To be exact, it weighs 2.8 tons. That is over double what the Lamborghini Huracan weighs as a supercar. Maybach cars are also known for their luxury styled cars. In this case, their main focus was the speed and engine. The final details and interior weren't as much as a priority. You'll be able to hear this car from across the city, as it has a V12 twin-turbocharged engine with 700 horsepower. And driving it, it will make you feel like you're driving a supercar due to the engine's noise and speed. Mclaren Senna. The Mclaren Senna is a supercar and was made to create a better lap time on the track. This car is rare due to it only having 500 of these cars made. When the car first came out in 2017, the asking price was £750,000, which is just over $900,000 US. When the last Mclaren Senna was sold, it was sold at an auction for £1,916,793, which is over $2.3 million. This supercar can go from 0 to 100 in 2.8 seconds and has a V8 engine with twin turbocharge and 789 horsepower. This car only weighs 590 pounds and has some crazy aerodynamic features like the very long spoiler on the back. Now, most people weren't a fan of the exaggerated spoiler, but it does serve a purpose. When the person is driving the car, inside they have access to adjust the spoiler's angles by a push of a button. It is operated electronically and has multiple different settings, including acting like an air brake. McLaren is always improving their cars and is making them faster and smoother to ride. The Aston Martin 177. The Aston Martins have been around since 1914. They are a very well-known and desirable car. This particular model, the Aston Martin 177, is a unique model as only 77 copies of this car were and will ever be made. People wanted this make so bad that they were all purchased a year before the model was even completed and willing to pay the price of over $1.8 million. Underneath the hood is a 7.3-liter V12 engine with 750 horsepower, making the 6-speed manual car a thrill to drive. Aston Martin claimed this engine to be the most powerful production naturally aspired engine in the world when the car was first delivered, going from 0 to 100 in approximately 3.5 seconds and a top speed of 354 kilometers an hour. Every inch of this car was thought out precisely. The stylish and sexy exterior to the detailed and smooth interior. They elongated the headlights, made high wheel arches, supplied 20-inch rims, and texturized the mirrors. These and many more details of the car really attracted those deep-pocketed 77 individuals. It's no shock this car won multiple design awards, as it draws in people to stare at its beauty. The Zenvo ST1. The Zenvo ST1 is a supercar made to reach those fast speeds. It was developed over 6 years and revealed in 2009 at a 24-hour Le Mans driver parade. It was the first supercar Zenvo ever made and was made by 2 Danishmen, Christian Brandon and Jasper Herman. Most of us probably don't recognize the name Zenvo. The reason for this is because they have only ever made 2 different supercars, and one of them being the ST1. Zenvo has always wanted to focus on providing quality over quantity, and it shows with their hypercars performances. Each year they are improving and becoming more innovative with their designs. The Zenvo ST1 is rare because only 15 copies of this car were ever made, and they were all made by a group of 10 to 15 people. The engine is a 7-liter twin-charge LS7 V8 engine that has a capacity of 1,104 horsepower and a 7-speed paddle shift transmission. This giving it a top speed of 375 km an hour and 0 to 100 in 3 seconds. To become an owner of this car, you have to pay $1.2 million. Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. Just hearing the Lamborghini name, you know this car is going to look and ride really well. Lamborghini Aventador SVJ is a limited edition car that only 900 copies were made. This car was showcased in 2018 and really had people's attention. Not only does the engine have that amazing roar, but its design of the car is spectacular. They've designed the exterior with a great aerodynamic feature. They have air flaps in the front splitter, on the engine hood, and on the back spoiler. This optimally directing the airflow from the front to the rear sections. With this aerodynamic design, it helps with distributing the downforce and low drag to help the car's performance on high-speed turns. The engine is a V12 and stands out due to its unique design and advanced technology of materials. It has a top speed of 352 km an hour, 770 horsepower, and an outstanding acceleration of 0 to 100 in 2.8 seconds. Along with its amazing engine performance, it has a 7-speed gearbox, an improved chassis, and a 4-wheel drive system. Lamborghini never fails to strive to be the best of the best. And to own the best, you can purchase this car for over $573,000. Pagani Huayra BC. This car is an expansion of the original Pagani Huayra. The Pagani Huayra BC was revealed in 2016 at the Geneva Motor Show. The BC in the car's name comes from the initials of the first Pagani purchaser and car collector Benny Kalila. This man was a close friend of Horacio Pagani, and in honor of Benny, they put his initials in the car's name. The Huayra BC is an improved version of the standard Huayra which Pagani has been making since 2012. The Huayra BC model has been re-engineered in many ways. They reconfigured the interior and exterior. The horsepower has been increased from 720 to 745 and has a torque of 738. They have decreased the weight of the car from 1,500 kilograms to 1,218 kilograms to help increase the speed and performance of this car. They reduced the weight by using a new material called carbon tracks, which Pagani claims is 50% lighter and 20% stronger than carbon fiber. The Huayra BC uses an X-Track 7-speed sequential manual transmission. This transmission is what you normally would see in a race car or a motorcycle. The difference between this style of transmission and a traditional synchronized manual transmission is it prevents the driver from going into a wrong gear or skipping gears, resulting in a faster shift time. They have stuck with a single clutch gearbox because it weighs 40% less than a double clutch gearbox. This car is very rare as only 20 copies of this car were made and all of them were sold at a price of over $2.5 million. This making it one of the rarest and most expensive cars in the world. Mclaren 765 LT. The Mclaren 765 LT was designed to run the Mclaren 720S model and the Senna model. The British designer McLaren gave the LT letters to stand for long tail, meaning serious business. The Mclaren 765 LT 2021 model was revealed in March 2020 and will be shipping the models in September of 2020. McLaren is only making 765 models and an asking price of $375,000. The 765 LT has an outstanding performance with its 4-liter V8 twin-turbocharged engine. This is the same engine in the 720S car, but they use the 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission that has been milled from the Senna model. This giving the 765 LT 754 horsepower. This is 44 more horsepower than the 720S model. They have reduced the weight of the car, having the total weight at 1,229 kilograms, using engineered carbon fiber in the body. They also gave up some amenities like the AC and stereo within the car, giving the focus of the car to be lightweight and be able to perform. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe below to see more videos on the rarest cars in the world. Take care.